Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another educational commentary. For those of you guys new here, basically what I do is I walk through everything that I'm thinking about, everything that I'm doing, so that you guys can see the consistencies across all my games and apply it to yourself. So, today we are playing in Bronze Elo, smurfing as per usual. I already explained the reason why I'm smurfing for the next couple days. Don't need to jump into it. But we are playing First Strike Vayne. Again, don't take the runes too seriously. We're probably gonna go full lethality. And we started Cole. So let's jump into the action and commentate how to play Vayne top. And if you're not a Vayne top player, how to play League in general. So, when Darius comes to the lane, we're gonna poke the Darius and we're gonna enter the brush so that the minions don't aggress onto us, so we don't take damage pretty much. So right now we're chilling, playing AFK. Once we see Darius, boom, into the bush we go. Reset the aggression, if there was any aggression. And right here, let's go for the minion right here. And attack the Darius. Into the brush we go. And notice how every time I auto-attack, I'm leaving the brush first before I auto-attack the Darius. Don't auto-attack from a brush if possible. Not gonna go for a hard level 2 cheese. I'll just give him a little touch. Nothing too crazy. Right there, I have to auto from the bush. No choice, because the minion was about to die. Poke him. Into the brush we go. Nice little first strike into our pockets, eh? Eh? Got the minion right there. Can I get a touch? Nope, no touch. And yeah, again, poking into the brush. Focusing last hits. You could have level 2, level 3 cheesed them at any point in time, but I'm not going to go too hard on this guy. Not going to do anything too crazy. But obviously, if you guys see the opportunity, you guys should definitely do it, right? So yeah, there's a work that wants to gank him, so sure, I'll come. But I don't think we're killing him. Okay, very nice. I didn't want to burn anything there. I didn't want to like E-flash. I didn't want to do anything too fancy there. So I just landed a couple autos, and we went from there. We're going to E the last minion. The reason why you E the last minion, by the way, in that scenario, is so that you push the wave closer towards the enemy turret. You have to it's the last one. You have to E the last one. And then basically what that does is that makes it so that your minions pretty much is moving in that direction, if that makes sense. It's like moving towards the enemy turret so that it can start getting closer. And what that does is that it allows the wave to crash. And since the wave crashed nice and cleanly underneath the enemy turret, now the wave is bouncing back towards me. And whenever the wave bounces towards us as Vayne, what I will teach my viewers or whoever is getting coaching from me is I'll teach them, hey, shave the wave as much as you can without pushing the wave back towards your opponent. That is very important. Without pushing it back towards your opponent. And what this does is it sets you up for a potential freeze. This is probably terms that you guys have heard in the past. So that you can use it freeze in front of your turret. And against a melee champion, if they walk up to try to clear the wave, what you're trying to do is you're trying to poke them. You poke them and you potentially all-in them. So right now we're in a freezing position, but I do have to shave the wave a lot harder right here. So that it doesn't just crash underneath the turret and Darius just tanks all my abilities and pushes the wave anyways. So right now I'm having a lot of issues. Got a poke right here. And then I'll try hard freeze, I guess. That's not freezing. That's me trolling. I think I'm fine. I think I just kill him, to be honest. Because he, no, like, even if he turns, like, he's not gonna beat me. You know what I mean? Like, I have a ward. I have ghost. I know his ass did not have flash because I'm pretty sure he popped it on the Warwick gank, I believe. So yeah. Anyways, that was terrible what I did. I let the wave crash into my turret without actually freezing it. Alternatively, if you're afraid, you can just let the wave crash next time without having to tank anything. That would have been ideal. But overall, worked out. And now we're simply going to push the wave, and we are going to crash the wave. And hopefully we will be good here and not get ganked by Sejuani. But if I get ganked, I'm still fine. I got flash. I got ultimate. I'm going invisible. I'm fighting with my big-ass wave, and I'm getting double kill. So let's take a base here. Darius should be here in about 2 seconds to catch the wave. Hopefully he doesn't come to kill me. Perfect. And let's grab our items. What do we want to buy this game? Like some lethality or something? Sure. Let's do some of this right here, maybe. Some of that bad boy. Some Duskblade of Dracton. Maybe Yumu's. 7 AD from Yumu's. What do you get from Duskblade? You get to go invisible 24/7 on Duskblade. That works on a ranged champion, right? Let's go Duskblade. Let's go Duskblade. Sounds kind of fun. But alright. Keep in mind, guys, I do have First Strike, so I'm pretty sure First Strike like gives you like burst on your opponents. He's not 6. He can't beat me. Okay. I think I need to stop killing this Darius or he will leave the game. So we're gonna vibe and push out the wave and let Darius see us the wave underneath turret. But normally right here, you would freeze the wave. And then you would probably base while the wave's pushing towards you so that you can buy items and get HP back. And then you would come back while the wave's still pushing towards you, and then you'd be perfectly fine. But that is a little too try-hard right now. So I will simply just push out the wave and make this Darius' life a lot easier, where he's actually able to CS minions and not fall too far behind how he already is already. Whoa, full speed. There you go, this guy's a Giga Chad. Giga Chad, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? At least this Darius's vibes are not destroyed anymore, you know? At least he has the will to play now. He's gonna play the game now. We're gonna get a game on our hands, and we are absolutely going to have a fantastic time. But coming back onto the Rift, the wave is clearly pushing towards us because there's one mage minion alive here. In this scenario, yeah, it's still pushing towards it, I'm pretty sure. You can let the wave slow push towards you and then do the exact same thing I did earlier, where you freeze in front of your turret, force them to walk up, poke them, eventually kill them. But again, too try hard, we're gonna push out the wave and just poke the Darius. So let's push, 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 push. Here we go. Push, 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 and push. And again, in each VOD, I will always say it over and over again so that you guys pay attention. Don't forget to pay attention to it at all points of the game. Whenever you guys are watching me play these videos or these games, even in my challenger games, pay attention to my mouse movement. My mouse movement and my camera control. These are the things that I can't mention on repeat over and over again that you want to be applying to your gameplay. Okay, that was terrible, my spacing there. But yeah, anyways, let's continue on. It's like the way I move my mouse, the way I control things, etc, etc. If you like to A-click, you can do that too. Personally, I don't A-click. Unless I'm killing little Krugs, then maybe. But yeah. But right now, we are in a position to just one wave shove on repeat over and over again. So I'm going to do that. Do exactly that. One wave shove on a repeat over and over again. When Sejuani ganks me, dodge the Sejuani ult. If Katarina ganks me, E the Katarina when I believe she will ult me. Not when you do see her ult. If you see Katarina ult... Okay, I'm fine. No, I'm trolling. I'm creeping! Ladies and gentlemen, please don't type into the YouTube comments what Saskio could have done better, where he should have turned. All you need to do in your mind when you watch my gameplay is you need to tell yourself, oh my god, Saskio should have done this in this scenario, right? You say it in your mind. Don't put it into the YouTube comments. That's how to tilt me. And then basically, with that knowledge in mind, where you're like, okay, Saskio should have done this because I would have done that, right? Actually do it when you get in game, right? Actually do it. So that is also another big piece of advice. Like, this is real genuine advice, by the way, guys. When you guys are watching challenger streamers, challenger players, play in any elo, doesn't matter. High elo, low elo, doesn't matter. Watch the way they play and note their mistakes that you think are mistakes. Like, they should have spaced this way 2 units, right? Or they should have turned at this point because this guy was going to clearly run away in that moment, right? essentially backseat the challenger player in your brain, okay? Don't type it into the Twitch chat or the YouTube comments is my biggest piece of advice. But basically, if you're able to critically think like that, you will actually start improving. Because you will start seeing the consistencies of mistakes that people make, and if you don't make those mistakes because you registered it in your mind, where you're like, okay, this is a mistake, right? This guy should have played this way, right? Then you just apply it to your own gameplay, and then you'll start climbing, right? And the biggest example for me, when I was climbing in League of Legends, when I was a real, genuine gold platinum player, right? I was watching TF Blade at the time, which was, he was one of the highest elo players, etc, etc. And basically, I would backseat game TF Blade in my brain. I'd be like, why is TF Blade doing this? Wait, he's so bad here, right? All these little things, right? I'm saying this in my mind. And then when I actually get into a game, like I got into the game the next day, right? So I was in bed just thinking about all the mistakes that TF Blade did, all the consistencies of like how he clicks, how he moves his character, right? And I was just like, wait, why can't I just do that? Like, I know I'm not good, but why don't I just try to replicate what he's doing, right? The next day I got on, I climbed legit like 2 divisions. I was like gold 4, I think, after just thinking about what TF Blade was doing, what he was doing wrong. I woke up the next day and got, it was like gold 5 to gold 3. So yeah, that's just actually actively thinking about what people that you look up to do wrong and correct can influence the way you play. And by the way, that was a very mechanical standpoint of what I was taking notes of from TF Blade. I take a lot of notes of mechanics. But I could say, like, I think people who play sports generally tend to pick it up a lot easier. Because when you play sports, and like when you play sports at a decent level, not like just for fun, by the way, guys, you can see the consistency between like picking up a sport and mechanically executing on 1 second. Watch this. Omega lol. Omega lol. Omega lol, now we turn. Ah, the spacing and tethering game at its finest. Okay. But basically, if you play sports at a pretty decent level, like you can apply the same logic of how you need to execute something, like when you're playing the sport, right? You need to like angle it this way, you need to like aim it this way, you need to time it this way, right? You pretty much apply that straight back to League of Legends. It's the exact same thing, right? It's like getting good at anything that you want in life. Anyways, continuing on, let's just build random items here. Like this, sure, okay. Okay. Alright. Let's continue on, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever I play in like super low elo games, I kind of stop talking about the game at some point and just talk about how to get better at League and just how you should think about League. Let me know if you guys actually like this type of conversation or you prefer me to stay on the topic of the game. Or like having a mixture, maybe sometimes I do this, sometimes I focus more on the game, etc, etc. But at least for these games where I'm playing like in bronze, at some point I kind of do lose focus on the game and just talk about League in general. But continuing on, we're going to shove the wave here and then we're going to hit the tower and poke the Darius. So let's see what happens here. So we get free poke here. Oh, smokes. Oh, God bless. This Sejuani missed so badly. Wasn't even close. Give me that double buffs. Nice. Oh, let's go. I think Katarina's coming. She's MIA off the map, so she's probably gonna jump on me in a second. No, she's mid. We are absolutely fine. Holy, their Lux is 602. But let's take this turret and really double down on this second Rift Herald right here. And let me explain what I'm gonna do. For any seasoned viewers, you guys know exactly what I'm about to do with this Herald when I get it in my hands. But basically what I plan on doing is once I get the Herald, when the dragon is about to be 20 to maybe 30 seconds up, when it's about to be up, I'm going to put myself in a position where I can bang your mother. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to put myself in a position where I'm right here with the Herald, and the enemy team has 2 options here. The enemy team can either all go to Dragon, and if they do that, I pop the Herald and I get Inhibitor, right? If they send multiple people to deal with me, my teammates will get free Dragon, because we have numbers advantage. And if they only send one person to deal with me top lane, like the Darius for example, then I will kill the Darius and still take their Inhibitor, right? So it's a lose-lose scenario, no matter what for your opponents, as long as you're winning the game as Vayne. No. Okay, thank you. Okay. Like, screw you, man. Hey, get out of my lane. This guy's name is Kevin. There's so many of those motherfuckers named Kevin in the Vietnamese community. And for some reason, they're all named Kevin Nguyen. I know half of you motherfuckers are laughing right now because you guys all know that one guy named Kevin Nguyen. But it's just an observation I've had. Anyways, continuing on, Dragon's up in 28 seconds. We're in that position. And now the enemy team has 2 options. And you guys already know the 2 options. I don't have to say it out loud. Ooh, look at those first strikes. It's like doing. 13 gold. They got 4 dudes in the bottom lane. So now I get to hit this tower for free. Something that Asian people like me love. Free. So let's continue hitting the turret. And now Dragon is now up. The enemy team's probably doing it. So I'm going to pop the Herald and I'm going to take their Inhibitor. Now, the next question you'd probably ask is Saskio. Is taking Inhibitor worth it here? Up to you. People argue before 20 minutes you shouldn't take it. It's your call. Let me explain when to know if taking Herald was worth it or not. The reason why people tell you don't take Herald is because... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I dodged the hook. What the... The reason why people don't tell you don't take Herald for 20 minutes is because with the pressure that you get from Herald... I'll just tank your thing. Come back here, you little... Let me explain that thought after on why people argue you should not take Herald before 20 minutes. Okay. So, also, for anyone who watches a lot of my videos, for some reason, I always take 1 tower and then I die. It's just like a ritual that you have to follow when you're doing that strategy on Vayne. But anyways, okay, so the reason why you don't take, why people, not me, why people argue you should not take Inhibitor before 20 minutes is because with the extra added pressure that you get from super minions, like for example here, right? You can't do anything with that pressure. Yeah, sure, you can argue Saskio, you should siege mid, siege bot, whatever, right? And take towers there. But you can't take like the ultimate objective, which is Baron. So that is why people argue you should not be taking Inhib before 20 minutes. Because essentially, you lose all this farm right here. Like you lose all this, you lose all the next wave, you lose pretty much every single fucking wave on repeat over and over again. And then someone on the team not only gets the CS, they also get a super minion to farm. And those things give a ton of EXP and gold, right? If they're landing that stuff. So that is why people argue you shouldn't take it, because you can't use it. You can't use what the... Yo, can this... Sure, let's find out who wins. Okay, I win. I was like, wait, where are you getting all this confidence from? What? Holy smokes, I aspire to have this level of confidence. My lord. I'm like, he's like 3 levels down and he's got like no bitches and he's like still rolling up, like popping bottles and shit. Anyways, but yeah, right now, like taking inhib like right now would be okay because you can actually pressure the Baron, because there'd be top minions pushing in. Ideally you have bot inhib period when you're trying to go for Baron, because you split the person to the opposite side map. Because in this case, like let's say Darius pushes up to here, he can still rotate to Baron pretty easily, which is still not the best. So yeah, that's my full quick crash course guide on why people argue you should not take inhibitor before 20 minutes. What do you build here? Oh, collector. That's fun, right? Let's grab like full lethality items. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to build Essence Reaver in this build, but I completely forgot, and I feel like it's too late. It's not too late. We can still build it. But anyways, let's head to bot lane here and go to side lane. I'm probably gonna make a YouTube video right after this. I think I even said it in the last video, my Heartsteel video. I was gonna make a Vayne top game where I wouldn't side lane. I'll side lane past the halfway point, then rotate to the team every single time. So right after this game, I'm probably gonna do it. You guys will probably see the game the day after. So I'm probably gonna come out first. And basically, instead of pushing side lane and continuing to push side lane, which is what I teach everyone, I'm gonna push side lane, but rotate every single time to try to make a play happen. So we're gonna use our teammates in bronze or whatever, and try to make some plays happen. So in this particular game, though, we're gonna keep side laning. My guess is Lux and Katarina is gonna show up. Nope, Lux is mid lane, so Katarina might show up here to try to deal with me. They all be running it down. We have a 210 Misfortune, a 5-7 Thresh with Zhonya's. What is that build? Guys, don't come to me and complain that you have bad teammates or guys building weird ass items. I get that shit too, guys. Come on, guys. I get that shit too. You just gotta deal with that shit. This guy has double digit CS though. I'm not. Oh my lord. Oh my! Okay, that was kind of clean, not gonna lie though. Sure, I know we're in bronze, but that was kind of clean, not gonna lie. Can we end to keep the game clean for you guys? Yeah, we can. Don't want to drag on this. I don't need. We're not trying to farm more ad revenue. You know what I mean, guys? It's like, ooh, back off. 4 more minutes of ad revenue. All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like, hit the sub button, and have a fantastic rest of your day.